Mhm. Mhm. Schon 2 Zuschauer. Wer ist denn da? Now there are 3. Hallo. Is it schon 7? 1 minute. No, now it's 7 o'clock. Jetzt ist 7. There are 4 people watching. So, hello everybody again. I see already 4 people are watching the stream. Hi Birgit, wie geht's? So Birgit is already there. Cool. Na Silvia, wie geht's dir?
Gut.
She's fine. Okay, I'm not sure if I should talk in English today or if it is German, but there's always people from the worldwide community who are downloading this video later. So probably we need to do it in English, at least our advisors. If you have questions or if you want to leave a comment, of course, you're very welcome. Send me an email or just comment this video. Today, I was thinking, asking you, which kata do you want to practice? Last Monday, we did practice Ikkyo from Shomenuchi. And well, maybe you have an idea or something what you want to see, something what makes us sweat how to practice. And yeah, just write it down into the chat. We start with the stretching and warming up, and then we have a check to see what's going on and if there is any requests. So it's up to you. Yeah? Okay. Yes. Okay. You're coughing. What is it? Hay fever. Heuschnupfen. Ei. I wrote. Okay, so before we do some ukemi practices like rolling forward, backwards, and maybe some new technique of ukemi, the paper leaf, if you say, yeah, Löschner, we call it in German, because it's good for Ikkyo, what we did last time, for Ikkyo especially, but also Ikkyo Omote. Okay, before we start with that, I repeat my question. If you have an idea what you want to see, which kata you want to practice later, please type it. Type it to the chat so we can see, and then maybe you just decide which program we have to do today. Okay? Also wer Lust hat, uns vorzuschlagen, welche Übungen wir heute Abend machen, welche Kata wir durchgehen, haltet euch nicht zurück, schreibt es rein und wir schauen mal, welche Ideen ihr entwickelt. Okay, so, rolling, as always. Just to repeat again, it's good basic routines. Backwards. And the other side as well. And a little bit higher. And to the stance. Change. Okay, so a bit of myokini as well, from the knee position first. Okay, as always, one side, in this case my right side, is a little bit more forward, left side goes to the side. Now I bring down my shoulder to the tatami and I support with my left hand facing forwards. The right arm goes underneath my center or beside the body. And then you put weight on the shoulder, lift your knees, and slowly roll over the shoulder. Other side as well. Okay, then arm outside. Okay, now a little bit higher. Your hands are already on the ground, like in the position before, but not the shoulder comes to the ground, the hips comes up, and then we roll. From there up, and roll. Greetings to Peter. Peter, unser Schüler. He's doing that in his living room, was just capable to fit him on the carpet. So please be careful, don't go to the bookshelf. You know what? Just hits my mind. Before we do the ukimi for ikkyo, what we have done before, last online class we did ikkyo. I want to try this kind of somewhat. It's nice to practice the coordination of your body, of your senses. It goes like that. We're doing Ushiro Kumi, and we turn on the spot when our shoulders are on the ground and facing the opposite side by replacing our legs. So, for instance, if I am left side forward, right knee bend. And I roll on my shoulders. I turn around on the shoulders and face to the back side, now Konoma side. And with this turnaround, I change the position of my legs so that the right foot is forward and the left foot or left leg is bent. So it starts like that. I go backwards and I end up here. And in the moment where the legs are in the air, I have to come to my shoulder and not be on the flat back because otherwise I cannot turn it. So come up and change. Okay? Okay, this was from sitting. Now we do from standing. So if I go down on the right knee, it's the same procedure, but it's the opposite side where we're standing up from. So down, up, come up over the left. Go down to the left, up, come on the right, up. Down to the right, up, to the left. Seriously. Okay, again. Okay. So another practice what you can do in your daily homework. I'm going to check quickly. Hanmi, Handachi, Shiho, Nage. Birgit is asking for. Really? Well, okay. But before we do another ukimi. Okay, this is what we would do. Well, with the kids' classes, we call it the break dance. Okay, you know, that is this form where you land on your stomach. You can do it very high and it looks quite athletic, but it's not the matter to do that. So, but this kind of ukemi, we can use very good for ikkyo, for going down on the front. It's not that we're doing that from the high stance, but it could be. So if you're attacking Shomen Uchi and you suddenly need to go down, this kind of uke work helps you to bring yourself in the proper way down without damaging your shoulder. Or if you have to roll forward, but there's no space because somebody comes, you could come down on the front in that way to protect yourself. Basically, I think it is very helpful for Ikkyo-ura to go down like that because there when we are keeping contact, I show from here, when you're keeping contact and following through, it is kind of this situation. So to make that easy and smooth without hurting yourself, it helps to prepare it. Basically, we can start it from this position. If we are standing like what is it in English?
Bench.
A bench stand. Okay, like a bench. So I have to bring my arms a little bit wider, or my hands are a little bit wider than my shoulders are. So they should, my shoulders should fit between my hands. Now, the first motion what we do is bending our elbows to bring down our chest. And then, one after each other, we stretch our legs to diagonal backwards, up. So, by that motion, you start rolling over front. You bend your elbows. Okay, so now you lifted your legs, but your feet came over your backside instead of stretching to the rune diagonal behind you. Because if you're going there, they become long. The legs become long. Okay. So what you need is actually to keep tension, especially in your back. the muscles what are around the spine should work, because then you can keep up like that and you keep rounded in your chest. If you collapse, you're gonna crash into the ground and it maybe hurts. So, one more time. One after the other, we lift the legs by bending the elbows and keeping tension in the back so our front becomes rounded. Okay. Okay. As you already see, it is very in the last moment that I take away the support from one of my legs, from the knees, and then almost in the same time, my chest is touching the floor. And the height of the falling, it's maybe like 5 centimeters. It's not that I really come downwards. I support myself very long and then I just take it away. So it's not painful, and you can do it on every floor. Okay? So of course, you could also come from here, in this position. Basically, it's the same like in all Naokimi or Shirokimi. First, we try to take away the distance to the ground. So we lower over our upper body. We go down, put the hands on the ground, bend the knees, and put the feet to the back. Okay. Go down and put the feet back. Okay. That's for if you have to roll, but there's no space to roll, or if you have to go suddenly downwards. In all the situations with Ikkyo-ura especially, you first put one of your knees to the ground. And of course, you don't have one hand to support yourself because your shoulder is coming down. So we go into this position. Now I decide either I put my right shoulder or my left shoulder on the ground. And the arm is turned very much inside so that my palm is facing the roof. And then I put down my elbow, my shoulder outside my knee. The other hand supports like before. And from that point on, I want to roll over my chest and take my leg backwards. Okay, now we're more likely going on one side. It's not over the full side, front, it's more on one side of the left side. We turn around the arm, so palm faces to the roof. Then I bring down the shoulder. The same time, I'm searching for support with the free hand. And then I just stretch out my legs to the back. And because of we keeping tension in our back muscles, it becomes soft. If we are just flapping down, it's not soft. And then the knees hit the ground very hard. But if you can do it very slowly, the knees are very soft in the ground. There's no sound. Okay? Okay. So from Ikkyo-ura, we are a little bit higher because we're just coming down on one side. Okay. So our hips are a little bit higher, suppose they're not as low as before in that practice. But I should not go away from my support. I should bring my shoulder as close as possible to my knee when I go down. So now we start from the standing. We put down, for instance, right side, so my right arm turns around, left hand gives support. I bring down the knee and the shoulder close to the knee, and there we are, down. Okay, good try. Down. Okay, and then left side. Turn the arm so the hand palm is facing the ceiling. Right hand gives support. Then I knee down on the left knee, bring my shoulder close to it, and get down. So right side again. And left side again. Right side again. And left side again. Good. Good feeling. Yeah, well.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works. Of course, sometimes it's very quick. And if Tori pulls the arm, if he's pulling away, then your shoulder comes far away from your knee, and that's very difficult. So by following through in the technique, you have to feel where does it end. Well, okay, that's some basic ukemi practices today. So now, is there any other techniques suggested? Birgit, Hanmi, Handachi, Shiho, Nage. Why? Why? Why Hanmi, Handachi? No answer. It's a delay. We are talking and it needs some time. So, Hanmi, Handachi, Shiho, Nage. Yeah? Okay. Because we have been already working on the knees, it's quite okay to do. So, Hanmi Handachi means uke grabs from standing position, and Tori is in scissor. Some styles or schools say you already have your feet in this position, so you're not flat on the back of your feet, but you're on your toes. I think even Hongo shows that as a basic routine. But we used to start from here. And then, with the first attempt, we changed the position to this. Okay. So, first we do the leg work. Imagine your right side is the front. So when I am turned or sitting to the Nisa Tukonuma, it's not parallel or square to the line. It is a little bit outline, so that the shoulder axis is in Hanmi. Left side would be forward, it would be like this. Because we are giving the hands shoulder high, it would be the position. Now, from there, it is that we have to sit up, not really sit up. We don't go really high because we're still keeping this position. But we put our feet up. So both feet from here change. My left feet supports my center. My right feet is a little bit placed to the front, a little bit forward, and the right knee is already up. That is already some part of the technique. So then we put our knees together and change this position to the other side. And come down with the throat. And at that point, our feet are up, toes are up. Okay. So one more time, the right side. First we are down. Now, come up. Close your knees, change to the other side, and follow through down. The range of this motion, this movement, depends on the size of the partner and the effect of the motion to your partner. So now we did it very small. You also can do it quite big. Okay. But the more and more we practice, the smaller the techniques become and the more effective they are. So that's why they can be also very small. So one more time from this position, from here, I come up to this, I change, and I close. Okay, left side again. And up, change, and close. All right. You can see where it leads to? Of course. There was an answer. She doesn't like it, that's why she asked us to do it. Thank you. Not sure what does it tell about your character? You let us do what you hate. All right. Of course, please stand up for a while, for a moment. As Uke, you're doing this movement at the same time. So the hand, what is grabbed by the partner, will be crossed by the other free hand. Elbows are soft, and they come up to the forehead. And then you turn, and they come down again. That was basically what's the work with the hands. From this side, so left hand is whole. I bring the right hand above it, open, waiting for finding the arm of the partner. I bend elbows, bring up hands to the forehead, but then there's a turnaround and everything comes down again. Okay, so we have to combine both of it. First the right side, imagine this hand is in the position to be grabbed. We are low, thank you. So now, see how this hand works. I come up and bring the left hand in position. Then we go, turn around, and pull up. Side. Okay, there it is, grab. And positioning. Turn around, bring it to the hand, and pull down. Feels very strange without a partner, but it's good. The coordination. One more time, right side. So, right is in position. First up, turn around, pull down. Left side. First up. Okay, that's the Omote. Okay. But what was it? Was it Katate Dori? No, Hanmi Shiho Nage, without saying which grip, so we do Katate Dori. It's more simple. Because we kept staying on the ground, otherwise we would have to stand up. So now, what's the ukemi? We do this together, you can go. So basically, you take Katate Dori, and the partner is bringing you outside, away from your supporting legs. So this motion comes there, I collapse. And when he's turning around, my upper body needs to bend down. That's the moment where we change position and take backwards of kubo. So we didn't practice today that thing, but basically it's the same routine what we have already practiced in the past classes. You remember? You were going downwards and down. Okay. Now the only difference is your elbow will be up to the roof. So I try to move it there. It is there. Okay? That happens too. But the first routine is to go down and to change the position is the same before you go to Shiho. One more time. So you take the grip, We go down, our elbow comes up to the head, and we replace and go down. And the other side too. Grip. You be brought forward, elbow comes to the front. So you have to replace your feet and go down. Now the thing is, why that action? You're turning around, I would say almost 180 degrees in the room. So if I start like that, and I'm brought down here, Ukimi will be to the direction I'm watching. So I turned around. Again, that's this. Down. Okay. Show me. We'll see, we'll see. Later we can do it in real, so then we'll find out if your Ukimi was to the right direction.
It's really hard to imagine.
Yeah, I think you have to go to turn around backwards.
Yeah.
So now, before you fall, no, your back turns there. Think about your elbows leaning into the sliding door. No, different. The other side. Your elbow goes there.
There.
Yeah, there and up.
And I turn like this.
Yes, backwards. Now, no. Think about it. Your elbow is turning there. And you're going there. You see?
Yeah.
True?
Yes.
Try again. Yeah. So that's why you turned around. Exactly. So now, without direct contact, but you take Ukimi. So think about. I'm flat first. Okay. So I come up. I turn around. You have to turn backwards. Backwards. Yes, and then I go down. Okay, other side. Even more fun. Okay, just flat. I'm sorry, I'm not there. Now. And go down. Yes. Thank you, Birgit. I want to see you doing that after the whole lockdown is over. I want to see a proper Hanmi touch Shio on your knees, Ukimi and Tori.
Without partner.
Okay. Turn backwards.
The other side.
And down. I'm doing differently left and right because left I step more. Okay, you do. This side. There. I was a bit quick. And again. If you slow like that, I lose my shoulder.
Okay.
This big turn. Whew, I see it already. Okay. I want to see comments how you feel on your carpet at home. So if you want to try together, come on. Do Handachi. Slower. Okay, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a mixture. Almost a mixture. Okay. Actually, at that point, we could show also Tobi the free fall techniques, because this is one of the techniques where it really gets very, very difficult to follow through as uke with turning backwards if Tori is fast. So, because turn around to take uke backwards takes some time, and if Tori really quick lifts arm and take it down again, there's probably no time. So then you just follow through by Tobi, and then it's reasonable, or it is happens then. So you just go. Before I could turn, I just stay there and come forward. Otherwise I would have turned backwards and changed place. So if you're able to do, of course, then this is a more simple way to follow. Not necessary to do that in your living room, but alone. Yeah, but we did already. In the first classes we took already Tobi. Basically, it is just the positioning of your arm what you would change. All right. Handachi, Shiho, Nage. That was it. Okay. So, any questions to that? She's naming it looks so simple with us. It's a matter of time. Urawaza. Well, Urawaza for tourists really, really reduced. But it's not simple to say. Because from Tori's side, you don't do anything, you just stay on the ground. There's no step work. But you take down the partner, lift your arms, and bring down the partner. And with it, bringing down, you follow through to the ending what we had before. So, if you have Patate Dori, you take down your center, actually the diaphragm, place your hand like before, bring it up to your forehand. Uke has to follow through behind my back, and I go down, and there is the replacement of the feet. That's really simple. Seems to be like, as long as nobody is not pulling you up. Ukemi is then even more turn, because as you see, if I grab, I will be brought down. My arms goes up and I have to go quickly backwards. And now I did the mistake that I lifted my hand, the point what I grabbed, quite much. What not happen because Tori stays on the floor. So by going down, it comes maybe here, and I have to go around quickly. Okay, but that's the only difference. So Tori doesn't move at all. Uke has to move much more, even more than in Omote. So in Urawasa, it's even more reasonable to take Tobi Uke instead of running around quickly backwards. If you can manage, it's good, but therefore you have to really be aware of what's going on. It is not good to go lazy or late, to delay yourself in the canoe. If Tori 1 started to go down, you have already to be prepared to walk backwards, otherwise you lose it. And then there's a lot of stress to the elbow and the shoulder. Do you want to do that?
Just one question. I used to stretch my elbows to the point I'm behind Tori. Maybe it's not so.
Actually, it is better to bend the elbow.
But then my face is really next to.
Show me Uke without touching me. How would you do it? Okay, you stand first of all. Now you're brought down. You're extending the elbow. Okay.
Yes, I go like here, and then I.
Okay, there is some form, Shiho Nage, where Tori provokes a stretched elbow. Yeah, that's what you can do. Then you need to. But that's also a point where you have to be aware and go quickly behind, because if you're then, let's say, if you are not quick enough following backwards, it can be very, very dangerous for the elbow. So as soon as something happens like that, motion where Tori stretches the arm like this, you have to be even quicker. Of course, if your elbow is then stretched by the action of Tori, it is stretched. So you only can bend it as soon as Tori has the arms up here, because then your hand comes up and it is not any further there. But I would say, if I have the chance, I always try to take away tension from this point. So hips and leg work has to be fast enough and agile enough to compensate this moment where the partner stretch. I just show you, we have to do that together, otherwise it doesn't make sense. If I do this, then your arm becomes like that. So therefore, you should be easy going backwards as soon as possible without hesitating. But sometimes it's not necessary. I don't do that so much. Okay? So I would not pull your arm like that with this arm. Of course, it works, it helps. It's also possible like this to go. And that's also for Tachiwaza. There's, let's say, this idea in Shiho Nage that you could shift your center underneath, and by dropping your hands on that point, it has the effect that the arm of Uke becomes like that. But not always necessary. For Uke, important is to move. Because if you don't move, it becomes really dangerous. You have to move. It becomes very quick that the form comes to a stress for your joints. Yeah? You want to try? Or as I said, Tobi Uke is the proper dance as well. Because then I spare some time. If you come here and go down. It's very easy. I actually don't need all the space, I just need half the way. Go down. Yeah, you're waiting for me. Okay, that's enough. right, that was a little bit more sophisticated. Okay, but okay. That's Hanmi and Tachi, Katate Dori, Shiho Nage, Omote Kurabasa. All right, so thank you. That's all from us. Any more comments or techniques? No, not yet. So that's our class for today. I hope you could take a little bit out of it and practice at home. Maybe Birgit already crushed her couch table by taking Tobioka on the table. But, well, however, leave comments. In about 7, 8 minutes from 8 o'clock, we are starting the Zoom meeting again. It would be nice to see you there, maybe to see you in real and have a chance to chat. And yeah, we're gonna have training on Saturday. Saturday is Easter Saturday, but we're gonna have sword classes again. So it's then Kenjutsu online training. And next week, Monday, on Easter Monday, of course, we don't have. But if you're not able to join in on Saturday, I wish all of you the very best and happy Easter. Thanks for helping again. And anything else to say?
No, I'm just enjoying it.
Okay, so then that's it. 終わります。ありがとうございました。
どうもありがとうございました。